for fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, Easy Mutt. Use code VENOM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good guys, Venom Fire here back from the video, and today me bringing you guys another good pass and run defense in Madden 21. Now it's going to be, again, a blitz style of defense, but it's going to be a lot more sound against the run. I did a couple of videos on the nickel 245 double A gap, and that blitz is really good, but it's not the best against the run. People can really run inside zone, things like that on it. So I'm going to bring you guys a blitz here out of the nickel normal defense. I'm in the 4-6 defensive playbook. It's going to be really good against the pass and the run. Not only will I be running a blitz, I'll show you guys a couple of Bluff Blitz adjustments and things you can do to fake blitzing. Also, when you run nickel normal, it is going to be a little bit less likely that you're blitzing, just based on what your opponent sees. If he sees nickel double A gap, he's going to think you're blitzing. If he sees nickel normal, he might think it's coverage right off the bat, and you can catch him off guard. So you saw I just set my zone drops to 20 and 5. That's what I like to do, and that's going to come into play when we go over some of the Bluff Blitz adjustments. But just base nickel normal, what you want to do is put some really fast guys here on your DN spot. So you can actually throw middle linebackers. In Ultimate Team, I throw Sam Mills and Patrick Willis there. You just get two fast middle linebackers, and they will go crazy for you. You can also use outside linebackers. I don't know if you have faster players there, but obviously here at your D tackle spots, you do have to use DNs. You can't throw outside linebackers here, which does kind of hurt it, but it's not the worst thing in the world, especially when you're blitzing a lot of the time anyway. And then you can throw safeties here at these two linebacker spots and just have two good users in the back end. You'll be using either the free safety or the strong safety, depending on which side the running back's on. So the play we're going to be running is this cover one linebacker blitz. Now you'll see why I do that again with the Bluff Blitz adjustments, but you could actually run it out of like Overstorm Brave if you wanted to. I just like to have that stock middle third there, again, for the pass defense, just whenever I set up a different setup. So we'll run cover one linebacker blitz, just come out in that, and on offense I'm just going to run some gun bunch here, and obviously just the base setup. It is going to go ahead and be the blitz. So you see the defense here, just man coverage. We got everybody manned up. We got one person blitzing. So right off the bat, what I like to do is just pinch my entire defense. So you're going to press R1 and then push down on the left stick like this. Just pinch everybody. What that does is it pinches your D-line, pinches your linebackers, and also presses your corners. Really what you just want to do is pinch your D-line and linebackers, but pressing the corners is not awful anyway, especially when you're blitzing, you're anticipating pressure, so they can't quick snap an out route or a slant without getting jammed. But yeah. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to blitz all linebackers, so just press D-pad to the right and the right stick down. And what I like to do is I like to just manually put this guy on a blitz as well, because you see he's kind of in that weird contain, so I just throw him in a regular blitz. Again, it doesn't matter if you leave him in the contain, because you will still get pressure, but it's just something I like to do. Then a couple of last things, you can just move the safety down a little bit so that he is closer in defending the tight end. And then with your user, you're going to throw him on a blitz. So obviously our responsibility is going to be running back, but I like to kind of hover right here in the middle. So I'm going to hover right here in the middle, and then I'm just going to go back and defend the running back, because really, even if they quick snap a flat, I'm going to be able to go back and get the tackle or whatever quickly anyway. So I'm going to snap the ball. Then you can see I run and defend the table route instantly. We rushed 6 against a 5-man protection. We actually had 2 people come free. So even if they were to block 6, we would still have a man get pressure, showing you guys the replay. You notice that a lot of times, and this is really why I hover also, is just because it causes some weird disengages. You notice that the center blocks literally nobody on this play. But like I was saying, a lot of times the people that get pressure are these defensive ends, which is why I told you to get some middle linebackers there. Although Devin White's not the one, he's kind of faster. We still have Levante, and we still have this safety here at linebacker. So again, we rushed 6 people against a 5-man protection. We got 2 rushers free. Again, usually one of these DNs will always come get pressure, even if I wasn't hovering. But you notice even with this table route, you would kind of have to snap it and throw it like right about here to even maybe get a chance at picking up yardage. because you wait like a second later and I'm all over that, and even more so another second later, But really, you wouldn't even be able to get the ball off because if you throw it right here, you're probably getting a throw out of sack unless you have gunslinger. But again, just playing it in real time, you see very, very quick pressure. What I like is this defensive end's angle because he just kind of runs straight down. He doesn't, curve, doesn't do anything. It's just a direct line to the quarterback. So we'll show that setup again. What you're going to do, pinch your entire defense, R1 down on the left stick, blitz all linebackers, and then manually blitz that defensive end, just like this. Again, very simple, and the good thing about this blitz is it's not 25 adjustments, so really you're just pinching, blitzing linebackers, and if you don't get that extra adjustment off, it doesn't matter, but if they go ahead and try and quick snap you, whatever, then they are, you're in a pretty good spot to defend their quick stock play. A lot of people, to beat the blitz, will run like stock double post with the drag, very quick setup. And while you're making a lot of defensive adjustments, they might get you stuck in one of those adjustments. So again, with your user, you're going to throw him on a blitz. He's going to hover just like this, and then they're going to snap the ball, and then you're going to run back. Right there, we got nano detected. I haven't seen that too much, especially online. I don't notice myself getting nano detected a whole lot, but again, really just hovering over the line. You notice that I'm not engaging at all, and I'm actually just sprinting to the left right off the bat. I'm holding right trigger here, so you don't have to hold LT. You don't have to strafe over the line, but you see it. I'm just directly running, and it just causes a little bit of hesitation with the O-line, particularly this right tackle. That's not going to do anything, and then also this left tackle, he just did pretty much nothing. He did kind of bump him, but really it was just this left guard. He didn't know if he should block the safety or not. Eventually he did. But you notice Devin White is actually ending up getting pressure. The unfortunate animation on this play was Levante with his little nano detection, but he still gets pretty quick pressure. It's not the biggest of deals, I would say. And again, that was a different, style because we actually got the two defensive ends that time, and that's why you throw the middle linebackers there, get that quick pressure. So again, very quick setup. I'll just show the blitz a couple more times here, and then we will hop into some other adjustments. Now, sometimes when you block your running back, it actually can pick up the blitz. We'll try it here, so we'll just snap the ball, and I'll kind of user. So yeah, it did end up getting blocked, but you see we still had some kind of weird disengages where we ended up getting sheds. And if you want to, you can also kind of hover in a different position if you don't want to stand in the middle. So I can kind of hover right here also. And that will help with defending the running back because if the running back's not even on a route, you can actually engage with the line. So I can kind of hover just like this. I could have actually used a rush there if I wanted to, but also I can just engage with the line in the middle. So what I'm talking about is that I could just pretty simply engage just in the middle right here. And if I notice the running back is being blocked, it's going to be kind of a split-second decision. But there you see, again, we got the pressure. I was able to go back and use her. So that's pretty much it for the blitz. Again, very solid. And if I see this on offense, I'm not necessarily thinking that it's going to be a blitz. I might go to a, pass play, and people really don't like to block their running back this year. So you kind of force their hand. Once you notice your opponent blocking his running back every play, that is when you do this adjustment. So my favorite way of running the Bluff Blitz is I'm just going to actually keep the stock play. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw X in a curl flat, and then I'm going to throw A in a curl flat as well. So it's going to look like this, or I can actually use this player right here. Doesn't matter. Just for the first setup, we'll have it like this. So the reason that I put a curl flat on the left, a lot of people like to throw drags to that side of the field. I could also actually shade over the top, put them in the cloud flat. The cloud flats, you notice we're at 20. So it really does depend, but I notice a lot of people attacking the flats on the left side because the right side you have man coverage. No route will really be open on the right side in the flats besides the running back. But yeah, just the base play. You're going to user him. You do have safety help over the top if X is on, a deep post, if it's bunch trail or whatever. But yeah, just for the stock play, you see pretty good coverage. Able to click on, get that interception. But yeah, just again, man coverage, you can end up double flatting, you can end up doing a lot of things. With the second variation of that, you're going to throw your linebacker in the curl flat, you're going to throw X in a curl flat as well, and also the good thing about having these middle linebackers at the D-line position is that they have really good coverage, really good speed, so a guy like Devin White, even in that flat zone, is really, really nice to have. So in this case, what I would do is I would actually throw A on the curl flat earlier, and then I would shade underneath, shade over the top, so he's in the cloud flat, and then I would throw X on a curl flat. So it would look like this. Again, make sure that you do that cloud flat adjustment first, and then you do the curl flat, because otherwise you would have 2 curl flats, which isn't bad per se, but it is just very conservative. Also, if you wanted to end up like rushing 2, I have seen people rush 2. You can always spy one of those players. You can always throw them in like a yellow. If I wanted to do something like this, could keep him on the blitz, can put him on a spy. So again, we'll snap the ball here. They try and beat you over the top, and you got the pick in the end zone. So again, just a couple of variations, and obviously you can audible to other plays as well. So even if I run like, probably I would recommend a cover 3. I don't have a cover 3 in my audibles, but even just like a Tampa 2, the play art does look similar, and I would probably maybe bring this guy down a little bit like this. You can always go with this type of adjustment so it's not too costly, or I could go with something like this, like a cover 3 cloud type defense. But again, you see just from the play art, it looks, or just from the offensive standpoint, it looks the exact same. You know, now he's going to max protect. Now you're in a pretty bad spot. It's zone, and you catch him off guard. You get that interception dropped. But, yeah, just an easy way to mix between these plays. And overall, I love the nickel normal formation. I run it a lot. Let's talk about the run a little bit, though, just to show you guys a couple of base plays. Because, again, I did mention that the run defense was pretty good out of this. In particular, against shotgun, you're not really going to run this too much against, you know, stretch or things like that. But just a base, you see pretty good base, just a base good defense. You have all those guys in the box blitzing. It's going to be pretty good defense. And obviously, you got to shoot the gap a little bit with your player. So usually I will be filling that inside gap because that safety should go to the outside, as you saw right there. Again, even if they, you know, quick snap or run, you're pretty well set up, and look at that. So even the defensive ends can come up, make a play. So you just saw it. Run it one more time just for the reps, show you guys the effectiveness of it. Snap base again, and I would cut inside. The opponent cuts inside, outside. There's 2 people there on both sides. So that's pretty much going to do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you are new, follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description, and peace. I'm out of here.